What is going on, guys? Well, this was quite the week for some football. Some upsets, unexpected blowouts, and statement wins. It led to some drastic changes in our latest power rankings, especially in the top 10. So without further ado, let's get right into our Week 10 power rankings. Number 33, New York Jets. Previously 32nd. Looks like the Jets were about to get into the win column, but then they blew it, dropping them to a league worst 0-9. It's gotten so bad that we can't even put them in the 32 spot anymore. So, number 32, Alabama Crimson Tide. Yeah, we're serious. Yeah, that's right. We definitely just did that. We did that. Yeah, that's right. If given the choice, I'm taking Bama over the Jets at this point. New York, even if you have Trevor Lawrence, I still don't think it's going to change my mind. So congrats to Nick Saban's team on appearing on our list for the first time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It was a great present.
Number 31, Jacksonville Jaguars. Previously 30th. A 7th straight loss for the tanking Jaguars. But this wasn't uninspiring by any means. Rookie 6th round pick Jake Luton had a phenomenal NFL debut with 26 completions for 304 yards and a touchdown. Do the Jaguars have a hidden gem here? You never know. Something to keep an eye on as they try to finish out another forgettable season on a high note. Number 30, Washington Football Team. Previously 26th. A tough home loss to the New York Giants dashed any remaining hope at winning the NFC East. On a positive note, it was nice to see Alex Smith piece together a solid performance. 24 completions for 325 yards and a touchdown. But he got no help from his O-line and also tossed 3 interceptions. Ron Rivera may as well finish out the season with Smith at this point. Number 29, New York Giants. Previously 31st. Well, congrats to the Giants on beating another awful team to move out of the bottom 3. To think if they just held on against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last week, or against the Eagles the week before, they'd be right in the NFC East race. Don't get too excited, Giants fans. Your team still sucks. They should be eyeing a new quarterback in 2021. Daniel Jones just isn't cutting it. Number 28, Dallas Cowboys. Previously 28th. The Cowboys nearly pulled off the upset of the season at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but Garrett Gilbert just couldn't do it when it mattered most. No moral losses at this point. The Cowboys have too much talent, even without Dak Prescott. To be 2-7, that Ezekiel Elliott contract looks bad now, and the defense needs a massive overhaul. Other than that, all is fine. Number 27, Los Angeles Chargers. Previously 27th. Oh, make it stop. The Chargers have suffered enough heartbreaking losses. Just when you think they might reverse the trend, they lose a last-second contest to the Las Vegas Raiders on a touchdown that was overturned with no time remaining on the clock. Chargers fans, we really don't know how you do it. Actually, I do because I'm a Jets fan, but you know what I mean. We're all feeling for you this week. Seriously. Number 26, Houston Texans. Previously 29th. In the battle of two awful one-win teams, the Texans emerged victorious against the Jaguars. At least it's looking more and more like Texans fans won't have to suffer the agony of watching another team use their top 5 pick in next year's draft. Number 25, Detroit Lions. Previously 20th. Another miserable outing by a Lions defense that's coached by a guy who, well, get this, is supposed to be a defensive-minded coach. Sunday's loss to the Minnesota Vikings erases any hopes the Lions may have had at making the playoffs. Time to call it a year and rebuild for 2021. That ought to include a new head coach and GM. Number 24, Denver Broncos. Previously 19th. The Broncos followed up a big-time comeback home win against the Chargers with a stinker on the road against the Falcons. Drew Lock and the offense put up some garbage time points to close the deficit to 7. But the Broncos were soundly dominated in every category. Looks like a 4th straight losing season is on the way. Number 23, Carolina Panthers. Previously 21st. The Panthers nearly stunned Patrick Mahomes and the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs on the road, dropping a thrilling back-and-forth contest, 33-31. It's a rebuilding year in Carolina, but there's a lot to love in this offense. Still, 3 straight losses. It's hard to stomach following a promising 3-2 start, but the Panthers can at least play spoiler in the second half, perhaps even this Sunday at home against the Bucs. Number 22, Atlanta Falcons. Previously 24th. Deja vu for the Falcons, am I right? For the 3rd straight year. Looking like this team is about to embark on a big run during the second half of the season. The Falcons held on for a tight home win against the Denver Broncos to move to 3-6 on the year. They're now 3-1 under interim head coach Raheem Morris, who might have the interim tag removed if he guides Atlanta to a strong finish. Number 21, New England Patriots. Previously 25th. Beating the winless Jets isn't usually cause for celebration, but the Pats finally ended a 4-game losing streak. Their tiniest of playoff hopes remain alive, while they can probably only afford one more loss at this point. And that loss could very well come next week, when the Ravens visit Foxborough. Number 20, Cincinnati Bengals. Previously 22nd. The Bengals enjoyed a bye week following a Week 8 home upset against the Tennessee Titans. Joe Burrow will face his greatest challenge yet in Week 10 as the Bengals pay a visit to the undefeated Steelers. Good luck, rookie. You're probably going to need it. Number 19, San Francisco 49ers. previously 17th. There's not much the banged up 49ers could do against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers on Thursday Night Football. Injuries have completely derailed the season full of hype and excitement. Nothing else to it. Number 18, Minnesota Vikings, previously 23rd. We doubt they'll make a late surge for a playoff spot at this point, but it's nice to see the once helpless Vikings show some life. Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook, and Justin Jefferson are becoming a fun trio to watch on offense, and Mike Zimmer is actually getting stops and big plays from his defense. They can keep their slimmest of playoff hopes alive with a Week 10 Monday night victory on the road against the Chicago Bears. Number 17, Chicago Bears, previously 16th. Nobody's surprised, right? We knew the Bears weren't as good as their previous 5-1 record indicated. Regression was always going to be inevitable. These Bears are one of the worst 5-4 teams in recent memory. But hey, 5 of their 7 remaining games are against a team with a losing record. So there is some hope about a turnaround, though we're not buying it. Number 16, Philadelphia Eagles, previously 18th. It was a good bye week for the Eagles, who watched both the Cowboys and Washington football team lose in Week 9. The Eagles at 3-4-1 are already running away with the NFC East, and they still have 3 divisional games left. Number 15, Los Angeles Rams, previously 14th. Could that bye week have gone any better for the Rams? Their 3 divisional rivals all lost, as did the Bucs and Bears, whom the Rams are battling for in the wild card race. With 2 games remaining against both the Cardinals and Seahawks, the Rams kind of control their own destiny in the NFC West race. Number 14, Indianapolis Colts, previously 9th. Just when they start to look like real contenders. Phillip Rivers flops and the defense doesn't make any necessary stops. The Colts fell to the Baltimore Ravens in Week 9 and are now 5-3 on the year. This team's hard to figure out. Number 13, Cleveland Browns, previously 12th. Unlike the Rams, the Browns got little help in their bye week. The Ravens, Miami Dolphins, and Las Vegas Raiders all won. A wild card spot is far from a sure thing, but Cleveland has a manageable schedule over the next 3 weeks versus Houston, Philadelphia, and Jacksonville. Number 12, Las Vegas Raiders, previously 15th. The Raiders barely escaped with a road win against the Chargers to move to 5-3. That was a potential season saver right there. They're in a 4-way tie with the Browns, Colts, and Dolphins for the last 2 wildcard spots. Brace yourself. It's gonna be fun. Number 11, Arizona Cardinals, previously 11th. Yes, it's nice to be 5-3 and in the playoff race, but the Cardinals could easily be 7-1 right now. How did Zane Gonzalez come up short on a 49-yard field goal indoors? That was weird. A great game from Kyler Murray was wasted. The defense is starting to slip following a strong start through 6 weeks, and the schedule does them favors with the Bills, Seahawks, Patriots, and Rams up next. Number 10, Miami Dolphins, previously 13th. Wow. Can Tua Tagovailoa ask for a much better start to his career? A huge home win over the playoff contending Rams, followed by a thrilling upset win against Kyler Murray's Cardinals. The Dolphins are the biggest surprise of 2020 thus far. Brian Flores has done wonders with his young rebuilding team. Miami has won 4 in a row and 5 of their last 6 overall. And their next 4 games are against teams with losing records. Right now, we love their chances of grabbing one of the AFC's 3 wildcard spots. Number 9, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, previously 4th. That was easily the most embarrassing performance of Tom Brady's career, and it came at a horrible time, during a pivotal game against the NFC South rival New Orleans Saints on Sunday Night Football. The Bucs' elite defense was exposed in every single way. The star-studded offense got nothing going. The Saints clearly have their number. Good thing they don't have to face them again, unless they meet in the playoffs. Number 8, Tennessee Titans, previously 10th. Strong performance by the defense against the Bears to help the Titans avoid a 3rd straight loss. The Colts' home defeat at the hands of the Ravens helped Tennessee move into 1st place in the division. Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry are as good as ever, but the Titans need more performances like that from their D if they're going to go far in January again. Number 7, Baltimore Ravens, previously 6th. The Ravens bounced back with a gutsy road win against the playoff contending Colts. Lamar Jackson isn't anything close to the 2019 version that won the MVP award, but who cares? The Ravens' defense and power run game is carrying the way, so Jackson doesn't have to be lights out to win anymore. Number 6, Green Bay Packers, previously 7th. Good week for the Packers. They crushed the 49ers and watched the Bucs, Seahawks, and arch-rival Bears all lose. The NFC North is a cakewalk now, and they're tied for the top seed in the conference. There's now a very good chance that the road to Super Bowl 55 runs through Lambeau Field in the NFC. Number 5, Buffalo Bills, previously 8th. Plan your playoff party, Bills fans. That was the biggest statement win of the Sean McDermott, Brandon Beane era. An absolute humiliation of the Seahawks and MVP candidate, Russell Wilson. Wow. Week 17 against Miami looms large. Both teams have pretty friendly second half schedules, and that game could totally decide the AFC East winner. My money's on the Bills though. Number 4, Seattle Seahawks, previously 2nd. Well, so much for being the top team in the NFC. The Seahawks defense can't stop anything. Literally nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
What kind of effort was that against the Bills? Oh, and the Packers and Saints both won to move into a three-way tie for the top seed in the conference. They're still a legit Super Bowl contender, but they have plenty of holes that are still being exposed. Number 3, New Orleans Saints. Previously 5th. Wow, what an utter dominance of the Bucs. On the road, on Sunday Night Football. That may have been the biggest regular season statement win under Drew Brees and Sean Payton. Drew Brees moves to 5-2 all-time against Tom Brady. The Saints now control their destiny in the NFC South race. And the top seed in the conference is very much in play. These guys are firing on all cylinders. Number 2, Kansas City Chiefs. Previously 3rd. It was closer than they expected, but the Chiefs barely held on for a 33-31 home win against Carolina. The race for the top seed in the AFC is down to the defending champions and the Steelers. Oh, and following a rough outing from Wilson, you can probably make an argument for Patrick Mahomes as the new MVP frontrunner. He's at 25 touchdown passes now as the Chiefs head into their Week 10 bye. Number 1, Pittsburgh Steelers. Previously 1st. They barely escaped the upset of the season against the Cowboys, but who cares? A win's a win. The Steelers could have easily lost their last 3 games. But spoiler alert, they didn't. They're the NFL's only unbeaten team at 8-0. They're displaying zero flaws too. The offense and defense are clicking everywhere, and 3 of the next 4 games are against teams with a losing record. Pittsburgh remains number 1 until they lose, and who knows when that'll happen. I can't believe they're actually doing this well this year. That's really good for them, really. Especially Big Ben. He's pretty old and he's crushing. What changes would you make to our list? Join me in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and TPS on social media. We post great content all the time. Of course, subscribe to TPS. We post videos every day, and like this video because it helps us out. We really appreciate it. Of course, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo. I'll see you next time.
On my knee.